all right. But just tell me how to do it.
In the next scene I've chosen in the movie, Rita has taken Frank's poetry manuscript home to read. When she comes back to his place and exclaims to him that it's brilliant and encourages him to continue writing, he chastises her. At this point, Rita has gained enough confidence as a student from her fellow students and having gone on a summer education experience to know her critique is of some value. Indeed, Frank will later be asked to leave the university because of his drinking, and Rita will graduate with distinction from the university. In some sense, Rita has become Frank's teacher, and their roles have been reversed.
Just think, if you'd have seen this when you first came here.
Oh, well, I would never have understood it.
No? You would have thrown it across the room and dismissed it as total shit, wouldn't you?
I know, but I mean, I could never have understood it then, because I wouldn't have been able to, you know, recognize or understand the illusions.
I've done a fine job on you, haven't I?
It's true, Frank. I mean, I can see it now.
There is more poetry in the telephone directory, and probably more insight. However, this has one advantage over the telephone directory. It is easier to rip. It is pretentious, characterless, and without style.
It's not.
Oh, I don't expect you to believe me. I mean, you recognize the hallmark of literature now, don't you?
In one of the most moving scenes in the movie, Rita goes to Frank's office to find him packing. He's been asked to leave the university and has plans to leave for Australia, where he will find work. Just as Rita has engaged in a role exit early in the movie, Frank has now discovered that his life has taken on a new and exciting challenge. The role conflict based on expectations about his master status, which no longer fits his lifestyle, has forced him to move on and make new changes in his life. He asks Rita if she would like to go with him to Australia. She tells him no. But she tells him she's happy to have known him because he has taught her about choices in life.
I had a choice. I did the exam. Because of what you'd given me, I had a choice. Anyway, that's what I wanted to come back and tell you. You're a good teacher.
I hear good things about Australia. Everything out there is just beginning. The thing is, why don't you come as well? It would be good for us to leave a country that's just finishing for one that's just beginning.
Good God, Frank. You could get threepence back on all those bottles. You could buy Australia.
You're being evasive.
I know.
The final scene I selected from the movie was the most supportive gender-balanced role. At the airport, Rita and Frank say goodbye to one another, and each praise one another for how far they have both come in their respective journeys. The conclusion of the story is that education has been a liberation for both of them, an emancipation of a person from a state of being a mere extension of a given environment to an active agent who can choose who she or he will be, a potential creator of his or her own world. No longer in conflict within him or herself, or with one another, but singing a new song into a brighter future. A person who realizes that he or she has the right to make his or her own choices in life, a truly liberating psychological awareness in any sociological setting. Finally, as a previous non-traditional student and now a college instructor looking forward to my own adventures and new avenues, I wish all of you choices that lead you down productive paths as you pursue your own goals, no matter what obstacles your own social constructs have presented you.
I'm proud of you, Rita.
I'm proud of both of us.
Sorry, sir, but if you don't come right away, you'll miss your flight.
Yeah, okay.